Have you seen that replay, buddy?
All right, man, I'm done talking to you.
You can't be done talking to me. You're right here facing me.
I back. Trust me, I back.
Dana! 60 G's, baby!
But I'm not impressed by your performance.
It's normal. Come on, guys. It's normal.
Ele tem nothing. Ele tem nothing.
I'm the man of the hour, Joe. Too sweet to be sour. What you see is what you get, and what you don't is better yet. I'm the women's pick. I'm the men's regret. And if you win against Chael Sonnen, you made a bad bet.
I don't have much left to say other than you have seen nothing yet.
What's happening, Fight Week Show fans, Fight Week Show people? Then we are back with another prediction show, this time for the Pereira versus Ankalaev pay-per-view card. And joining me to break this fight down, to do this prediction show, are my brothers. We got Cage Scribe in the house, we got Cross in the house, and we got Yao in the house. How's everybody doing? Let's start with Yao. How you doing, my bro?
I am doing amazing. We had EFC 1-1 last night. It was insane. So I'm really hyped for all things MMA. Let's get it. Let's go.
Yeah, man. What about you, Cross?
Man, it's a Alex Pereira pay-per-view. You know I'm doing lovely over here, man. I can't wait. Let's do it.
And last but not the least, the no points champ. How you doing, brother?
All right. We're going to start off with Dig. I see how it is.
Bro, I'm just introducing, man. Like, come on, bro. No. Hey, listen. Right?
Listen, this is a big boss
introduction, man.
with many wheels. So for everyone who isn't quite in the loop, which is probably most people, let me set the stage. Of course, if you've joined us in the prediction show last week, you would have seen me make my predictions. I was informed the day after the event that wasn't good enough. That Leroy would have preferred WhatsApp to receive my picks, and therefore I wasn't getting any points. So you may find yourself asking, what is the point of a prediction show if the predictions on it aren't accepted? And I'm with you guys. I don't know what's going on. All I know is that MMA Anomaly, or Owen and McDane, decided that me making the prediction shows the day before the event on the show, on the internet, for all you people, wasn't good enough for them. So I received 0 points last week, and now I choose violence. I no longer have friends. I'm just going to abuse
I'm
everyone.
your friend, bro.
Jordan, the black guys voted for you, dog.
I remember the
all three of us.
Bro, how you gonna do
All three of us voted for you,
How
dog.
you gonna sit there and say you got no friends, bro? You know what I mean?
Listen, I hear what you're saying. You guys all voted on my side. But right now, the mentality is no friends. I can't have some friends because...
Hey, listen, the
0
people
points,
that dug
guys.
you over, yeah, they all look like you, bro. Leroy.
No, I hear what you're saying.
and
White
Olin.
people don't like me for some reason. I'm
bro,
I'm
rocking
understanding
with
it.
you, man.
Like it being Scottish, I guess it makes me different, stand out more. I don't know what it is, man, but clearly white people have some kind of grudge. And
Bro,
Leroy, don't
even
you start. Wait a minute.
even
We didn't
Basement
get to
Jacks.
Leroy yet.
Knowing that, even Basement Jacks, knowing that giving you your points back will send him back in the basement, still voted for you. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yep.
Like, come on now. You know, hey, that's your lot civil war over there, yeah. Like, just
No, you're right. I hear what you're saying. A lot of white
keep us
people
out of it, you
aren't
know
for
what I mean?
equality. I do understand that. I'm seeing it, guys. I'm seeing that these white folks, man. We're gonna have to do something about it.
Tell
They're
them.
fucking up my
Tell
week.
them. Tell them.
Canada forever, guys. But
Oh,
yeah,
my God.
Leroy basically stated that there was some rules that he wrote down that his picks had to be sent to him. He didn't write down that it had to be in writing or on WhatsApp, just that he had to get the picks. Now, if he's now reworded it, he changed it because he knew the wording was wrong. Yeah, I'm still not getting my picks.
It's the boss.
Anyway.
It's the boss. So, like, fucking, if you got
Somehow
him, get the
he doesn't even watch the show half the week yet. He's the guy making the fucking rules. Anyway, guys, let's get on with this week's show. Bearing in mind
now that you've got all the all the grievances out of the way. Do you need us to order some violins for you, or you're good?
Oh, listen, the show still has at least an hour to go, man. I've got time for you. I got time for you this week.
Okay. Without further ado, big up everybody that's locked in with us, everybody that's in here right now watching us live, and maybe you're watching on playback. Please make sure you're pushing the likes up, and you're following the guys on the screen. Make sure you're following Cage Scribe, Head Kick Pod, crossover MMA normally, Making the Walk, S Dogs MMA, the Rambling Dad, the 5-week show, of course, and make sure that you guys are going over there, subscribing to everybody, and showing them some love. We got a very, very nice card. I like this card. I like this card for various reasons, and we're gonna get into it. But before we head into that, just to see why Djorden is really pissed off. This is the current scores. Bottom of the pile, as you can see, is Cage Scribe with 48 points, and we got joint top. I mean, really and truly, by alphabetical order, Yao should be like top of the pile by alphabetical order. But let me see.
Sir.
And you even got more dog of the week by all the metrics. Really and truly, you should be up there. You even got more dog of the week than Olin. You even got more dog of the week. I mean, I don't know why they got you underneath the score. You really and truly, you should be up top. But we got Basement Djorden now. We've relieved that name from Jax. We now have Basement Djorden in the house. Okay.
BJ from now on.
Oh, bloody hell. Astaghfirullah. Jesus
All right,
Christ.
I see it. The 7-year-old is fucking turning on me.
Astaghfirullah.
We were friends.
This is Ramadan time, brother. You know what I mean? Like, hold on. Hold on, bro. Okay. Yeah, big up everybody. Now let's get to the first fight on the card, and then we go from there. We got Ozzy Diaz versus Djorden Santos. Santos coming in with a record of 10-1, and Ozzy Diaz coming in with a record of 9-3. Diaz fighting out of the USA, and we got Santos fighting out of Brazil. This fight is happening in the middleweight division. What are the live odds on this one, please, Djorden? Jordan's on mute, but he don't know it.
Something.
Can you hear me?
We got you now.
Yeah, now we can.
Give me a second. Something's fucked up here.
All right. You got me now?
Yeah, we got you. Go ahead, brother.
That's better. Sorry, guys. For some reason, my mic is unplugged. All right. First fight on the card. Santos' favorite. Give me a second. Just pop
minus 200.
Yeah, minus 200 for Santos.
Yeah.
Diaz at plus 160.
Okay. So Diaz are plus 160 and Santos are minus 200 people. Yeah, let's go to Yao. Let's start with Yao and then we'll go around the table. We begin with Yao today. Yao, how are you looking at this?
So the odds in this one favor Santos. Santos is a Brazilian, and one of my favorite things to say is when in doubt, go Brazil, because they always come with something special. However, I'm going with Diaz in this one. His record and who he's fought just tells me he might have the edge in this one over Santos. He is more experienced than Santos in the UFC, so I'm going with Diaz as my first underdog.
Okay, Cross?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Djorden Santos. I like how he looked on Dana White's Contender Series. Ozzy Diaz got brutally finished in his last fight against a light heavyweight, even though this fight's back down at middleweight. But yeah, I'm going to Djorden Santos.
Okay, Djorden?
Yeah, Diaz has the reach advantage here. I think the fight is a lot closer than the odds are suggesting. It probably is a 50-50 one, but I'm going to stick with Santos here just because it's better form.
Okay. Just before I make my pick, Matu has just brought this to my attention. What happened to your quiff blood? Like you run out of gel or some shit?
Listen, I just couldn't be fucked today, lad. By the way, just
quiff blood.
You could have probably just said who's the dude with the hair and saved yourself a few words there,
Big up yourself, Matwa.
Oh,
you, my bro.
Hey, me and Head Kick gotta catch strays around here.
Don't think I don't know, man. Like, you're going to be speaking in subliminals all night about basement jokes and shit. I ain't going home empty-handed tonight.
Yeah. Hey, it's gonna be a long show for you, Jordan. Just you know what I mean. Just buckle up. Yeah, it's good. This is gonna be a full house, but I'm going with Santos as well. For a lot of the reasons that you guys have mentioned. I just think he goes in there and and gets it, and he's on a nice run as well. So yeah, I'm gonna be going with Santos. All right, let's go on to the next one on the docket. We've got Mairon Santos versus Francis Marshall. Francis Marshall coming in with a record of 8-2, and we've got Santos with a record of 14-1. Santos fighting out of Brazil, and Marshall fighting out of the USA. This fight is happening in the featherweight division. What are the live odds on this one?
Yeah, Santos minus 290 favorite with Marshall at plus 235.
Okay, Cross. We'll come to you.
Yeah, in this matchup, two young guys. Santos is making his UFC debut or his first fight off the contenders UFC, second fight in the UFC. So I really liked him. His last fight, man, got a brutal KO to win the Ultimate Fighter, and Francis Marshall does have a path to victory, but I think Santos is gonna get it done.
Okay, Jordan.
Yeah, so Santos came through the Ultimate Fighter route, obviously, finishing Canofi in his first fight. Francis Marshall, though, if you look at his losses, he lost to Gomez, who's a pain in the ass to fight, big, sort of lanky, awkward fighter, decent grappling skills, and he lost to Isaac Dulgarian, who we're all probably seeing that he's got a great deal of potential to do well in his division. So I think this is once again a closer to a 50-50 fight. I'm going to stick with the favourite, but only just. And if I was betting on it, I'd probably be more inclined to go to Marshall's side, just because it's better value for how close this fight should be.
Okay. Yeah, Santos for me as well. So basically, going with two Santoses on the fight card right now. The problem with Marshall is, for me, obviously that win there against like Dennis Basuka. I actually thought he lost that. I actually thought he lost that fight. You know what I mean? Coming on a split decision, and that would have put him on a free fight skid. But he caught life there. But I think Santos would definitely put a definitive win on this one. So yeah, gonna go with Santos, and let's go on to the next card.
Y'all gotta go.
Oh shit!
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay,
Y'all
Santos,
speak
full
matters.
house. We can.
Y'all speak matters. Full house. Let's go.
But you must also remember, I'm top of the table. You need my opinion,
bro.
I
just made all kind of arguments for why you should be right at the top of the table, bro. Leroy's got to fix that. Leroy, you need to go and fix that, man. You know what I mean? Y'all should be right at the top of the table, especially getting the most amount of dog of the week. 5. You know what I mean? More than all him. Them one dog there, it counts. That's 3 points. You know? Okay. Let's go on to the next one. We got Chris Gutierrez versus John Castaneda. John Castaneda coming with a record of 21-7. Gutierrez with a record of 21-5. Both fighting out of the USA, and we got this fight happening in the bantamweight division. What are the live odds on this one, please, Jordan?
Yeah, very close this one. John Castaneda, slight underdog at -105 with Chris Gutierrez at -115 favourite.
Okay, yeah, let's stick with you.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with the favourite on this one. I think Gutierrez is only really losing to the top end of the division. Castaneda's pretty close, but I think Gutierrez, especially them both being the same age, I can see a younger guy maybe getting one over on Chris Gutierrez soon, but this isn't the fight, so stick with the favourite.
Yeah, man, I'm going to be going with Chris Gutierrez as well. Yeah, actually, I mean, the thing with Gutierrez that I like is how tough he is to get out of the cage. Like, it's so hard to get him out of the cage. You can't just go and finish him. You can't just say you're knocking him out. You can't find an easy sub on him. He stays in your face the whole time, just walking you down relentless. And eventually, I think he'll break Castaneda's will and get the job done. What about you, Yao?
I'm with everyone else. I agree with everything you said. I'm going Gutierrez. He just should have the edge, but at the end of the day, it's a 50-50 fight. We'll see what happens on the night.
Cross?
We got a full house. I'm going with Chris Gutierrez as well. I mean, Castaneda's taking this fight on really short notice. And
from last week.
Yeah. Very, very short notice. And Gutierrez is just tough to deal with all the feints and some of the best leg kicks in the UFC. So, yeah, I'm going with Chris Gutierrez.
Yeah, man. I told you all fair there was going to be a fair few full houses, didn't I?
True.
It's going well, people. It's going well. Big up everybody that's in here with us. Nearly 50 of you watching us live right now. Please make sure you are hitting the like button for us. It really, really helps all the platforms that you're watching it on, especially the YouTube one. That's the main one for us. So please, if you're watching on other platforms, please make sure you're jumping onto our YouTube platforms, on any of the guys' platforms, Crossover, MMA, Head Kick Pod, Making the Walk, the Rambling Dad, the Fight We Show. Make sure you're moving from all the other
not the Rambling Dad.
Jump over to YouTube. What do you say?
This is not the Rambling Dad. Look at him in there in the chat, kissing and fucking holding hands with Leroy. God, I hate them too.
Something tells me. Something tells me. I'm not even gonna say what I was gonna say. It's Ramadan. Okay, I'm just gonna move on swiftly. All right, let's go to the
Leroy and the Stumbling Mum and their supremacist group in the chat. We're on to you guys. We know what you're up to.
It's crazy. This guy's crazy, man. Hey, this guy's crazy. I'm telling you. All right, we got Alex Morono. We got Alex Morono versus Carlos Leal. Carlos Leal coming in with a record of 21-6. Alex Morono with a record of 24-1. Morono fighting out of the USA, and we've got Carlos fighting out of Brazil. This fight is happening in the welterweight division. What are the live odds on this one, brother?
Leal's heavy favourite at -700 with Morono at +500.
Something tells me this one's going to be a full house. I'm just going with Carlos Leal here. Are there any of you motherfuckers to pick Morono? Let's go, Yao.
I will not be that motherfucker because I do not like Alex Morono. You've heard my opinions on him. He comes in there. He's a journeyman, perfect journeyman, but there's nothing enjoyable about his style. I just really don't like it. It's not a winning style for me. He could beat someone, but definitely going with Leal on this one.
He does have hands, though. Let's not act like Morono couldn't. If he on the perfect, that he couldn't catch Carlos Leal. Let's not act like that. Maybe I've changed Cross's mind. What are you saying, Cross?
Absolutely not. I'm going with Carlos Leal as well, bro. Absolutely not. This is an easy one for me, dog.
Oh, Cage Scribe.
Yeah, I'm going for Alex Morono. I think he'll probably be my dog of the week as well. I mean, Buckley goes to decision with Buckley. Is that really that bad considering what Buckley does to most of his opponents? Split decision loss to Daniel Rodriguez. Is that really that bad? I mean, Yeah. I think it's probably going to be a fairly easy fight for Alex Morono.
I mean,
All right.
Let's look at his last two wins in his last five. They took Mings and Court McGee, bruv. Like,
Wasn't the PFL?
That was
was it?
middleweight Buckley. I think we need to specify it was middleweight Buckley, not welterweight Buckley. And we all know middleweight Buckley is not the same.
It's different kind of fish as
Either
well.
Buckley knocks a lot of people out.
I mean, I like your pick. I'm not gonna try and change your mind.
Listen, I'm just fucking with you. Not picking Alex.
I like your pick.
Leal.
I do like your pick. You know what I mean? It's a shame Cross and Yao didn't go that way. You know what I mean? But we move.
Look at you trying to negotiate so you can move up the table, dog. It's not gonna work.
All right, okay, let's go to this one here. We got Bruno Ferreira versus Armen Petrosyan. Armen Petrosyan coming in with a record of 8-4, and Bruno Ferreira with a record of 12-2. Bruno fighting out of Brazil, and we got Armen fighting out of Armenia. This fight is happening in the middleweight division. What are the live odds on this one, please, Jordan?
Yeah, Petrosyan's -135 favourite, and Bruno Ferreira is +114, which is why Ola's taking him as one of his underdogs.
I don't know what you're talking about, but
prove him wrong. Prove him wrong.
Yao?
Oh yeah, definitely my underdog. I'm going Brazil, Bruno Ferreira. I think Petrosyan is good, but I think Pereira might just grind this one out. If we look at who he's fought, how he fights, I think this might be one of those grindy matches. Petrosyan's coming in. I think he's coming off a loss against Shara Bullet, the double spinning back fist. I'm going with Ferreira because I think Petrosyan might just be a little bit cautious based on his last KO, and that might give Ferreira the edge.
Cross?
I'm going with the Hulk as well, man. Bruno Ferreira. The guy's a finisher, and I like fighters like that go in there and they look to finish fights. Armen Petrosyan's more of a point fighter with his striking. He likes to stay at range. But on the flip side, Ferreira has a reach advantage, so I think he gets it done.
Kid Scribe?
Yeah, taking, I think, is this my first underdog?
No, you'd be your second one if you go an underdog.
Nah, it's my first underdog, Bruno Ferreira.
Hold on.
I think Petrosyan 8-4.
Did you just pick Morono?
Nah, he wasn't serious about that.
No, he was.
You
were. I counted that down as your underdog, bro.
Oh, did you count that this week? Also, we're counting the picks on the show this fucking week, then, are we?
Yeah, please continue.
Yeah, Petrosyan, well, his 8-4 record probably doesn't do him justice for how good he is. I think Ferreira, for a while, he's had a few up and down spells, but for the most part, he's looked terrifying in there, like someone who's capable of ending the fight anywhere it goes. So, yeah, I think it's a fairly decent underdog. Take the Hulk.
Okay. I'm going with Petrosyan. Petrosyan is on a 2-fight skid. And
that's the last of my picks.
I usually look at these sort of fighters looking to get that third loss. It's either sink or swim for those guys. And a lot of the times, if they're experienced enough, I don't usually do it with prospects like that, but if they're experienced enough, they usually come out with a win after them 2 losses. For some reason, they find a way to get it done. And I think Petrosyan gets that done. Maybe split decision or even unanimous decision. So, but I'm gonna go with Petrosyan on this one. I know he's on a 2-fight losing streak, but I think he goes in and gets and bags that win here. So yeah, I'm gonna be going with Petrosyan.
That
okay.
Even with the broken toe?
Yeah, even with a broken toe.
All right.
Well, I mean, it's not fighting Usman, so you ain't got to worry about foot stomps. Like, you know what I mean? You ain't got to worry about foot stomps, man. He'll be fine.
He kicks a lot and stuff.
Nah, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. Okay. Let's go to this next one here. Okay, we got Rei Tsuruya versus Joshua Van. Joshua Van coming in with a record of 12-2. Tsuruya coming in with a record of 10-0. Tsuruya fighting out of Japan, and we've got Van fighting out of hold on, I'll tell you.
Miramar by USA by Miramar.
All right. What Cross said? What Cross said? All right. What are the live odds on this one, please, brother?
Yeah, Van slight favourite at -170 with Ray at +142.
Okay. Yeah, is it Cross's pick? It's Cross's pick. So we'll come to you, Cross.
Man, you know, this is the classic striker grappler matchup. 2025 hasn't been good for undefeated fighters. So for those two things, and then on top of it, Joshua Van has really good takedown defense at like 81%. So I'm going with Joshua Van to get it done.
Jordan?
Yeah, so other than obviously the Charles Johnson fight, Van has looked like a good prospect. As times went on, he's looked a bit less and less convincing each fight as he's sort of moved up the rankings. That being said, I think he'll beat this young woman fairly handily.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going with Van as well. Only because he trains with our boy Sterling, you know, and I like how he fights. Very, very tough individual. Hard to get him out of there. He's been on a good run. Picked up that little loss along the way to Charles Johnson, and you can understand how Charles Johnson would have caught him as well, because Charles Johnson up until now had been on a fantastic run. So but what Joshua Van is doing right now in that flyweight division, you can't be sniffing at it. So yeah, I'm definitely riding with Josh Van here. Yao?
I'm going with Van mostly for what Cross said in terms of the fact that all the guys who have the O's have lost them this year, most of them. I think there seems to be a trend there. So I'm going 100% with that trend. Although I'm rooting for Tsuruya, but I'm going with Van in this fight.
You're rooting for who? That's not Tsuruya.
Rei Tsuruya. Wait, let me get it right.
All right.
Tsuruya. Rei Tsuruya.
Right.
Did I just hear Ola try and correct someone on the pronunciation of a name?
It confused me there for a second, man. You know what I mean? It confused me there for a minute, bro. Like, hold on. Who?
Tsuruya.
But, yeah. All right. Okay. I mean, nothing wrong with trying to correct somebody. I'm just trying to help the brother out. Woodson look good, but deceived by. Yeah, he is. That uncomfortably built looking motherfucker, bro. Like, that guy is built uncomfortably. I don't know how he makes.
He always looks as though he's carrying a mattress.
It's a created character, dude.
Mattress.
I don't know how he makes 145. Like, that shit boggles my mind every time I think about it. Like, how does this dude make weight and still go out there and do what he does? Like, the size of his head as well, man. It's not No, big up Sean Woodson, man. Big up yourself, man. You know what I mean? Jesus.
I'm sure it'll be cool seeing that segment followed by that. And somehow Sean Woodson sees that. Yeah, he'll get to the end and go, no, it's fine, in fact. He said it's cool. Give him a shout out. It's all cool.
Okay, let's go to this one here. My favorite fight of the whole card. Curtis Blaydes versus Kuniev. Curtis Blaydes coming in with a record of 18-5. Kuniev coming in with a record of 13-2. 1-0 contest. Kuniev fighting out of Russia. And we got Curtis Blaydes fighting out of the USA. I don't give a fuck if he's fighting out of Dagestan, man. Curtis Blaydes is from bloody Dagestan too. What's wrong with you? You know what I mean? What are the live odds on this one, please, Jordan?
Yeah, Curtis Blaydes heavy favourite at -340 with Rizvan at +240. 270, sorry.
Even the bookies know Curtis Blaydes is coming out of Dagestan as well, bro. You know what I mean? Even the bookies know that. But we're gonna stick with you on this one, Jordan.
Yeah, so obviously heavyweights resident light checker Curtis Blaydes back in action after Tom Aspinall wiped him out completely and proved that he was a fraud.
Why you gonna say it like that?
Sorry. No, I'm just saying what
Oh.
happened, factually. Like when Curtis
Just carry on, bro. Just carry on.
Didn't you lose money to a lot of people that night? Was that you?
What?
Was that you? Were you that guy that?
What? Nobody can hear what the fuck you're saying. Anyway, I'm gonna pick first. You know what I mean? I'm gonna pick first because this guy just shut the bed with you know what I mean, with his picks. Yeah, you were saying so. You were saying something.
No, it was just what I was saying was before I was cut off by that guy that keeps losing money over Curtis Blaydes. Honestly, like if you guys knew how many people he lost money over Curtis Blaydes, you would cry for him.
Yeah, he ain't cheap. That
being said,
money,
I'm going to give Curtis Blaydes an opportunity against this random fat Dagestani guy that they seem to have brought in and deemed worthy of Curtis Blaydes.
Do you want to take my money off for this fight from Curtis Blaydes? Do you want to join? Do you want to join the long list of people that's taking my money?
Close. I ain't feeling that risky. I'm going to call him Rizvan. But nah, I ain't backing that guy. I'll wait till Curtis Blaydes get knocked out again by anyone in the top 10.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's no secret where I'm going to be going here. I'm going to rock with my boy Curtis Blaydes, and any one of you motherfuckers that's feeling comfortable that wants to take my £20 that I've put on Curtis Blaydes, you can come and get
We
it.
go through this every time.
Just let me know. Holla at me. Let me know. You know what I mean? And I'll shake hands on it, man. You know what I mean? If you want my £20 on Curtis Blaydes. Yo, where are you leaning?
The interesting thing is that they're giving the number 5 heavyweight a fight against a debutant who's only fought in the Contender Series. So there must be something there. And also, if you look at the debutants this year, they seem to be coming up and defeating whoever it is that they come up against. However, I am going with Curtis Blaydes as the favorite. But honestly, I think Rizvan's going to beat him, but I'm going with Curtis Blaydes.
Really?
Interesting logic in making a pick there.
Yeah.
I think you'll lose. I'm going to pick.
Are you just doing stuff to just confuse me tonight? Like what you
look? Why would they put number 5 heavyweight against a debutant, someone who hasn't fought number 1 in the U.S. West? There must be a reason.
I mean, they did it with Pantoja.
I don't have enough evidence.
They did it with Pantoja and give that guy a title fight.
But that was a title fight. This is number 5. It's different. Title fight means there's no one else that they can fight. Number 5 is like, hey, dude, this guy's probably going to show you that you don't belong here. Let's go. Look, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but there must be a reason. But I'm going with Blaydes.
Big up TKA, my bro. Salam alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brother. Happy Ramadan to you, my guy. Hope you're doing well. Okay. Cross. Surely. You're looking at the Russian brother. You're a Dagestani man yourself, blood. You know what I mean? You love these Dagestani fighters. Talk to me.
So I'll explain why this guy's getting this fight. So Rizvan, he actually has a win over Renat Ferreira that fought Francis Ngannou not too long ago, even though it got overturned because he got popped for steroids. So this guy is a dirty fighter. He has popped for steroids, but I'm going with Curtis Razor Blaydes. I think he's gonna get it done.
Yeah, ain't it like something like 4 different kind of PEDs, anabolic steroids in the system? Yep. I mean that. Yeah.
It still looks that big. Damn, sheesh, it's not working.
It's crazy. It's not working, is it? You know what I mean?
Bro, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Hey, you know. You're right about that. You're right about that. You know what I mean? You're right about that. But yeah,
he always is, man. He always is.
But yeah, so it looks like every single one of us has gone for Curtis Nurmagomedov. Okay, let's move on. Onto the next one. We've got King Green or Bobby Green or anything green that you lot want. he keeps changing his name. He's rebranding like PDD Brother Love, all types of shit out here. You know what I mean? So
different example. Cut. You guys demonetized. No more.
And we got Mauricio Ruffy coming into the fight with 11-1 record. We got Green with a record of 32-61 a contest. Green fighting out of the USA, and we got Ruffy fighting out of Brazil. This fight is happening in the lightweight division. What are the live odds on this one, please, Jordan?
Yeah, Ruffy is minus 485 favorite with Bobby Green at plus 370 because I refuse to call another man that. That's weird.
Yeah, there's that. Don't act like he can't be your king though. Like, come on now. Why are you moving like he can't be your king, bro? Like, it's no king to all of us around here, but it could be your king.
Listen, I don't know what kind of fucking erotic fan fiction you've been reading this week, Ola, but you're gonna need to tuck that shit back in your pants because I'm good with all this King Green and nah. Bobby Green is good for me. I deal with government names only.
Oh, Lord of mercy. Anyways, man, I think it's me picking now. Okay, I'm gonna go with Mauricio Ruffy. Green has not really been looking great lately, and a lot of the fights, and this is the bit that worries me about Green in this fight. Going to fight against somebody like a Ruffy that got unbelievable finishing power against somebody that loves to drop their hands. I don't know how that's gonna pan out for Green, bro. Like, I'm thinking some bad things is gonna happen to Green here, but I don't know what Yao thinks. Yao, what are you saying? I'm going with Ruffy.
Fighting Nerds right now, they are
that
the most
well.
dominant gym. And for me, it's simply that reason. The Fighting Nerds are on a collective win streak. There's something that they're doing right. And I think Bobby Green's just not going to have what it takes to take Mauricio Ruffy down in this fight, to actually win this fight. So I'm going Mauricio Ruffy.
Okay. Is it Ruffy or Ruffy?
I think it's Ruffy.
Okay. All right. Ruffy. Okay. Cross, we'll come to you.
So, you know, after after Bobby Green fought Jalen Turner and that late stoppage, bro, like I've always been worried for Bobby Green after that, and I just don't think the chin is ever going to be the same after that stoppage. Then on top of it, you know, that fighting style with the hands down, with another very fast striker that's 10 years younger. I think Mauricio Ruffy is going to get it done. It's going to be kind of like a little coming out party for him. And I think the fan base is going to start to see what's so special about this other guy from the Fighting Nerds camp.
Kid Scribe?
Yeah, I think it's hard to go with Bobby Green here as much as you might want to, because most of his fighting style is based on reflexes. That's what sort of set him apart and gave him his openings in a lot of fights. And age isn't conducive to faster reflexes as much as we'd like that to be the case. He's 38 now, and he's fighting against a guy who's lethal. So I can definitely see him get caught here probably early.
Okay, Matwa just giving us a little bit of a pronunciation guideline here.
It's just called the Fighting Nerds overrated.
And he said they're overrated because they get favorable matchups. Is it they get favorable matchups, or they are smart with who they let their fighters fight? Because there's a big discrepancy on getting favorable matchups over picking smart fights. You know what I mean? And it's not like you're getting given cans or whatever, especially how talented that gym is. But there's a level of jeopardy that comes with the fighters that they get matched up with. I don't think they get favorable matchups like that.
I mean, hey, Carlos Prates just got matched up with Jeff Neal. I don't think that's a favorable matchup at all. Like,
no, these guys are just really talented. Yeah,
I don't And I don't think it's favorable matchups. We need to look at the fact that they're all early in their careers. They're not supposed to be getting
Good point.
high-level fights, but they're that exciting that we all talk about them and want them to have the big fights, but they were never in that position, just that they win excitingly. So I don't think they've been getting easy matchups. They're just early in their careers. Just as a collective, they're doing very well.
And it's very hard to tell what an easy matchup is before the fights happened, especially for guys that haven't had a lot of fights inside the UFC. You know? We're still trying to find out how good they are.
Yep. Okay. We get on to the next fight on the card. This one right here. We got Amanda Lemos versus Iasmin Lucindo. Lucindo coming in with a record of 17-5, and Lemos with a record of 14-4. 1-0 contest. Both fighting out of Brazil, and this fight is happening in the strawweight division. What are the live odds on this one, please, Djorden?
Yeah, so Lucindo is slight favourite at -142 with Amanda Lemos at +120. Also, Leroy, leave Matua alone. He showed up for just as many podcasts as you have this year.
Yeah, party shots there for Leroy. Yao, we'll come to you first on this one.
So this is a very tricky fight. I'm definitely a Amanda Lemos fan. I like how she fights. But she is the underdog in this one against Lucindo, who is an up-and-coming fighter. But I'm going with Lemos. I think her grappling might overcome Lucindo because she's a bit taller. She's a tall fighter, tall for a woman. I think she's going to use her range. She's going to engage, use her grappling, and win the fight by decision. So I'm going with Amanda Lemos.
Okay, Cross.
Honestly, you know, the WMMA fights, a lot of them pretty much are just a coin flip. I do like Amanda Lemos, though. That right hand, she's one of the few women that can knock other women out with one punch. But, you know, typically in these WMMA fights, the fight gets to the ground and it's a lot of wrestling and grappling. So for that reason, I'm going to go with a little bit better of a grappler and Iasmin Lucindo.
Kate Scribe?
Yeah, I'm taking Amanda Lemos here. I think the fight's close enough that taking underdog in this one isn't a bad shout. And I say it every week. Women's MMA, don't bet on it. It's a coin toss every time.
Yeah.
Just to get one of your underdogs out the way with the women's pick.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with underdog here as well. I'm gonna go with Amanda Lemos. Like you said, got that one punch knockout power, and she's better than she's given credit for as well. I think for the sort of fights that we've seen her in, I mean, losing to Jandiroba and Zhang Weili in your last 5 fights, and we know how good Jandiroba is. Like, for me, she's going to be fighting for the title soon. The way that she's going and where she's headed, it won't be long before the pathway opens up for somebody like Jandiroba to go up there and compete. But I think Lemos, over the last 5 fights and the 2 that she's lost to, it's no shame losing to 2. And I think she's she can definitely get the dub here, even though Lucindo has been really, really good. And this is more of a coin flip, but I do need an underdog. So definitely going to be going with Amanda Lemos on that one. Okay, we go here with Jalin Turner versus Ignacio Bahamondes. Ignacio Bahamondes coming in with a record of 16-5. Jalin Turner with a record of 14-8. Jalin fighting out of the USA. And we got Ignacio fighting out of Chile. This is happening in the 155 division, the lightweight division. What are the live odds on this one, please, brother?
Yeah, Bahamondes is a slight favourite at -130 with Jalin Turner at +110 underdog.
Okay. Cross, we'll come to you.
Man, this is a tough one right here, man. You got both these guys are massive lightweights at 6'3". You know, Jalin Turner's been kind of trying to figure it out all of 2024, and it wasn't really a good year for him. Bahamondes has looked really good, especially in his last fight against Manuel Torres, getting that beautiful KO. But I think, with Jalin Turner trying to change up his style, going with the low haircut now, I'm gonna go with the tarantula and take another underdog in Jalin Turner.
Can you describe?
Yeah, this might be the toughest fight in the card to pick because Bahamondes is almost certainly in better form. It's undeniable. He has looked good. But he did recently lose a split. Well, I say recently, 2023. His most recent loss is a split decision loss to Ludwig Klein, who you don't really consider top 10 type guy. By contrast, everyone that Jalin Turner's fought has been top level guys. Moicano, split decisions with Dan Hooker and Gamrot. How do you rank a split decision loss to two of the top 10 guys in the versus Bahamondes' wins over guys that are maybe not so great like Giagos? And I think I'm changing my mind right here. I originally had the favourite Bahamondes, but I'm going to go with Jalin Turner. I do think that his level of competition has been that much higher and he has done the rounds with the best in the world. So, yeah, I'm going to take the underdog.
Yeah, I'm going with Bahamondes here. I just think, it's more of a 50-50 fight because Jalin Turner can catch you with a submission as well. Out of nowhere, he's really, really good with that. He's got some striking game as well, but with Bahamondes, he's just tenacious, and like you said, that one loss that he got on his record is not really representative. It's not a good It's not a representation of like how he fights in Ludwig Klein. But for me, this fight is going to be a lot closer than what the odds are suggesting. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Bahamondes here, just slightly. I'm gonna go with Bahamondes here. What about you, Yao?
Kick him in the head. Bahamondes has at least 2 head kick finishes. For that simple reason, I'm going with him. He has the skill to actually keep Jalin at distance and possibly get a head kick. A lot of people in the chat are saying he might go to decision, possibly, but I think Bahamondes is going to put the additional pressure. To be honest with you, I think Jalin Turner is going to get into his own head. Everything Cross mentioned for me is not a positive, it's a negative. You don't want to just be randomly changing. It affects your style, so I'm going with Bahamondes.
Okay. Trigger D, big up yourself, Trigger. He says, how to see you guys' picks for this one. Hope everyone's Friday is going good. Salute to you, my brother. We got damn near 90 of you watching us live right now. Please make sure you jumping over to our YouTube platforms and hitting the like buttons on there and showing some love. Engage in the chat. Let us know who you guys are picking as well as we go into this co-main event and the main event. Okay. Let's go on to the co-main. We got the co-main right here. Justin Gaethje versus Rafael Fiziev. Fiziev coming in with a record of 12-3, and we got Justin Gaethje coming in with a record of 25-5. Gaethje fighting out of the USA, and we got Rafael fighting out of Azerbaijan. What are the live odds on this one, please, Jordan?
Yeah, Fiziev's favourite at -155 with Justin Gaethje at +130.
Okay. Yeah, let's stick with you. Cross went the last time.
All right. So yeah, this is another one of those hard fights to pick because although you look at the last fight and you think, all right, Justin Gaethje maybe should be favourite here. When you watch the fight back, Fiziev already looked a lot faster than him. He was beating him to the punch, and very, very close fight. But I would argue that Fiziev could have took it. Last round was definitely Gaethje's. Since then, Gaethje's been knocked out. I can only see that detracting from him. That being said, going to keep faith in Justin Gaethje, but more for personal reasons, and I just really enjoy watching him fight and I want him to win. a lot of the indicators do point to Fiziev maybe having a slight advantage in this one, and the bookies certainly seem to think so as well.
Okay. Yeah, I got nowhere else to go but Gaethje. Gaethje is my boy. We know who his manager is. You know what I mean? I don't got to tell you any of that sub story. You man already know what time it is with Justin Gaethje. He goes in there, he's an animal. He don't care whether he gets knocked out or knocks a motherfucker out, but he's gonna give Rafael the hardest fight of his career. And we saw it in the first fight, and I think Justin's down to do it again. Yeah, you know, the actual fight that we wanted to see in Dan Hooker didn't happen, but I don't think this is a bad replacement. Actually like this fight to for him to just put that marker down once and for all that is better than Rafael. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and I think Justin's gonna get it done. What about you, Yao?
So I'm actually surprised you guys have gone with Justin, to be honest with you. It's like, what? But I'm going with Justin as well.
Surprised. My reasons are very, very obvious.
Fair enough. But I'm going with him because Fiziev has not been as active as we would like him to be. He has recently been injured. So as much as he's got the talent, the skill, Gaethje has been more active. And then all the stuff you've also said counts towards it. So I think he's going to manage to get through a decision. I don't think there's going to be a KO as hard as Fiziev hits. But if there is a KO, it's probably going to be on the Fiziev side. But I'm going with Justin Gaethje.
Cross.
Man, I feel like there's so many unknowns in this fight. Like, what's Gaethje gonna look like coming back off that KO? What's Fiziev gonna look like coming back from such a serious knee injury? Then we also have the experience that they have been in there together, and we did see what it looked like, and it was a very competitive fight. Fiziev, I'm expecting him to come out super fast and explosive like he always does, but once he starts to slow down a little bit, I think Gaethje's boxing is gonna start to get to Fiziev a little bit. And Ola, brother, I'm with you, man. Justin Gaethje, man, he near and dear to the heart, bro. And I gotta go with my boy Justin Gaethje.
Yeah, man, 100%. Okay, let's get onto the next card. This one is for the main event of the evening, people. We got Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev for the light heavyweight championship. Magomed coming in with a record of 20-1, one no contest, and we got Alex Pereira coming in with a record of 12-2. Alex fighting out of Brazil, and we got Magomed fighting out of Russia. What are the live odds on this one, please?
Alex Pereira slight favourite at -118, with Magomed Ankalaev at -102.
Wow, it's that close. Okay, this one
you should start. I don't think you've started first this show.
Yeah, I have started for 3 times.
Nah, I don't
Yeah,
think
you should. You should start with this one. You should.
Yeah,
Let's hear you,
it's my turn. It's my turn. So I'm starting with this one. This one here is I've been ragging my head about this one, and I am so torn. But I do have 2 underdogs. I got to pick one more underdog, and that leaves me nowhere to go. Yeah, I'm looking at Ankalaev here. I'm looking at Ankalaev
You're not looking at him, you're taking him. You don't have a choice.
I'm looking at Ankalaev here.
It's your dog of the week, too, isn't it? We already know what you're doing, man. We already know what you're doing.
You called this before the start of the show. I did everything I can to throw him off. And here he's nailing me to the bloody cross, man. Like, Jesus Christ. Excuse the pun. You know what I mean? But yeah, look, I've maintained all week in some of the Dust Up Shakedown videos that we've done. If you haven't seen them, go back and look at it, people. I've said, listen, I don't ultimately want Pereira to lose. I really, really don't, because I fuck with Alex Pereira. I fuck with him heavy. But I just think there's just something that he hasn't been approached with in the way that Magomed fights. And if Magomed can apply his skill set and fight IQ, it will make this fight a lot more difficult than what everybody is thinking it's gonna be, which is what I'm expecting, right? But does it pull it off? I don't know. I mean, the bookies think they're giving him a lot of chance. So, you know, I'm gonna run with that and go with the homie Magomed Ankalaev. And I know Basement Jacks agrees with me on this one here as well. But yeah, let's hear what you got to say.
He got his name for a reason, though.
Very true.
And you saved him from it.
Listen,
which
I
aspect?
didn't pick, and I'm still only like a couple of points behind him. I missed a whole last week.
Yeah.
You're still only like
only
6
3
points in
points.
front of me.
Ola, which aspect of Magomed's game do you think will overcome Alex? Because you're saying certain parts of how he fights. Which parts? Which part of it? Because he fights similar to Alex.
Is the
therefore,
parts,
I give Alex the advantage.
Is the parts that we know he can do but doesn't do, just like Justin Gaethje. The parts we know he can do, he just doesn't do it. That's the part that I'm.
So why would he do it in this fight?
Because this fight has got higher stakes on it. This is fighting for the belt.
Sean Strickland.
I mean, Strickland is a bonus.
Don't talk him out of his bad fucking pick.
You
Jesus.
know what? I'm gonna go back. Let me walk back. Let me choose a different underdog here, and then I'm gonna go back and pick Pereira. Hold on.
No, whoa, I was not trying to change your pick.
No, see what you've done now.
Yeah, you've done it now. You've done it now. It's too late. You've done it now. You have done it now. Okay. Carry on, y'all.
Okay, so my pick, I'm going with the Alex Pereira. Left hook master, low kick, jab, left hook, defense, maybe a head kick. That's the fight, Alex Pereira. Even if it goes to deep waters, 5 rounds.
Was it a PlayStation move that you just put together? Just like you were just describing just now.
L2 square, L2 triangle, square, circle, and you're done.
If only. Hey, Cross, it's your time to shine, bro. This is your boy.
Man, I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm super stressed for this fight. So super stressed.
I can't wait to see you on the watch along.
Like we know Magomed, he has some wrestling in his back pocket. He's not a wrestler, he is a striker, but he can grapple when he needs to. With Alex, he hasn't really had to defend much wrestling since he's been in the UFC. And that's really the question. Like, is he going to be able to defend it? Is he going to be able to keep the fight on the feet? If he does get taken down, will he get back to his feet? But I don't believe in Magomed Ankalaev's fight IQ. I think he's going to go in there and try and strike with Alex Pereira like everyone else does. And once he starts getting touched up a little bit, I think that's when he might try to start to grapple a little bit. But I don't think it's going to be enough because he's not a finisher on the ground. So you already know what time it is. And still over here, Alex Poatan Pereira.
I mean,
and still.
Before I come to Cage Scribe, we've seen this happen to Sugar Sean so many times. People go in there and they want to strike with him. Even like Aljamain Sterling, that we know his grappling is so good and he uses it all the time. But there's something about these guys, they just want to get in there and strike with him. But then we saw Merab. And Merab said, fuck all that. You know what I mean? I'm not in none of that bullshit. There's too much at stake here. I'm going to take you down every fucking chance I get. I'm going to drain out all that power in them arms. And you ain't going to do a goddamn thing. And if Ankalaev got any sense, that's what I'm expecting him to do. Not to the level of Merab, but use your grappling, at least to drain away some of that power that Poatan is carrying. But Cage Scribe, I'll come to you to end the show. Come on. Let's hear it.
I mean, we're talking about Ankalaev and your home is going to use his IQ and stuff. This is the guy that got submitted off of Paul Craig. Like, in the last second. In the very last second. Like, the dying second. Like, this guy doesn't have fight IQ. It's just minus. It's not there. He will stand with the best strikers in the world. And
Let me ask you this. Do you think Volkov has fight IQ?
Who?
Alexander Volkov?
Yeah, Volkov. Do you think he's got fight IQ?
More than Ankalaev.
Just answer the guy.
I agree with that.
Yes
I
or
agree.
no.
I agree with that.
Right.
Yeah.
So he got fight IQ, but he got finished by Derek Lewis right at the end of the fight. So you don't think fighters grow? I'm making
There's
a
a
point
difference,
to
though.
the point that you made with
Ankalaev could have stood the
finishing
whole fight
Ankalaev
the
the
Paul
way he
Day
did.
and punched him from pillar to
Yeah,
post.
but I'm talking about the
And let's
circumstances.
remember the fight IQ of Ankalaev when he needed Johnny Walker when he was down.
Oh yeah, that was a good one too.
That's a good example of that fight IQ, Ola.
That was more adrenaline rush than the fight IQ, bro. Like,
But
you
I
know what
like
mean?
It's all the same thing.
Like that's like the you know, like the Abdul Razak fucking, you know what I mean? Like he just had the blood rush of the blood to his head. It's not like he wanted to do that, you know, if it was going to cost him the fight, but it's just rush of the blood to the head.
Okay, well, how about this? What win does Ankalaev have that gives you all this faith that he's gonna get it done?
I haven't seen it, and that's what I've been saying to you guys. I haven't seen it, but I know he's got it, and I'm hoping he uses it.
This is some will type stuff you're talking now. Like, I'm having visions. He can definitely, if I think this way, he could do it that way. What about what is? The facts are that Ankalaev is probably the most disappointing thing out of Dagestan.
You also know why. You also know why I'm going Ankalaev.
Why?
The only reason this fight is happening is because the UFC got nowhere else to go. Like Ankalaev backed them into a corner. If they could, they will keep swerving him because of what they know Ankalaev could do. What?
Pereira knocked everyone else out. That's why. Like,
well, they keep swerving him. That's what I'm saying.
What
They've got
kind of
nowhere else to go.
respect in Dagestan? He doesn't wrestle.
They got nowhere else to go. Anyway, dog of the week. Let's start with Cross.
My dog of the week is going to be Brunno the Hulk Ferreira.
He's going with Bruno Ferreira. Kid Scribe.
Oh, Wilson, you ask all us first so you can decide at the end who's
thing
picked.
is going every week you moan about this. This has been going in circles.
Every week it keeps happening.
Night.
So I'm going to keep going. I'm going to take Amanda Lemos as my dog of the week. I don't need to tell you why. Oh, fuck, so of course. That was mine and I like that too. And sick of this madness.
I mean, you pick Pereira, I pick Ankalaev. You know what? Ankalaev is my dog of the week. Yeah, just
surprise. We already knew this, of course. So predictable, Ola. So predictable.
No, Cross. You're the only one that's been guessing that shit right. None of these government thought I was gonna do that. Yeah, but you all right. You know what? Maybe I won't catch you this week. Bro. You know what I mean? But please talk to us.
I'm gonna go Diaz. First fight as my dog of the week.
Was it Diaz?
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
How confident are you in that? You don't sound very confident in that.
After what you guys said, I'm worried. I'm like, is this the right choice? I don't know.
You know what though? Y'all got too many dog of the week. He don't give a fuck about getting dog of the week right, does he?
True. He can just throw it out there. It don't even matter.
I really do. It's literally the reason I'm at the top. Like, I care so much. So that's why I'm worried.
Okay, people, there you have it. All 90 of you, damn near 100 of you watching us live right now. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Salute to every single one of you. Cage Tribe is still buffering over there, just like his picks last week. You know what I mean? And hopefully his picks buffers into staying into bottom place this week. That's what I like to see. And big up Jax, big up Olin. Olin is in Vegas this week.
Yeah, he's already there. Yep.
Oh, he's in Vegas right now. Shout out to you, Olin. Big up yourself, my bro. And salute to Leroy as well for all the work that he puts in the back. RIP to Nero. Shout out to my boy McDane. You know what I mean? We'll see you soon, brother. You know what I mean? Hope everything is good at home, my bro. And then up until the next video, people. Come join us for the watch along tomorrow. We're going to be doing the live watch along for the main card. I want to see Cross
It's gonna be
in
spicy.
pain tomorrow.
I'm not gonna be there. I'm not gonna be here.
Oh, you're not gonna be there.
I'm not gonna be here. So, bro, my boys, they've been missing out on me. We haven't been out to like watch it. So I told them a couple of weeks ago, like, hey, I'll go out for 313. So we're gonna make a night of it. But I know y'all boys gonna have a good time. But I'm gonna tap in though and make sure I come and holler at y'all during the fights.
100%, brother. 100%. It would have been nice just to see how much pain you were going through the fight. Yeah, you swerved that one. We'll get you back on dust. We'll get you back on Dust Talk Shakedown, brother. We'll get you back on Dust Talk Shakedown.
Absolutely.
Yao, are you present for the main card tomorrow, or you?
There's a 95% chance I will be there.
For the
The
main
5% chances I don't wake up. That's the honest truth.
For the main event. Yao just pulls up at the co-main event, main event. The birds are still chirping outside. He's damn near enough 8 a.m. in his fucking where he lives and stuff like that. So yeah. But yeah, if you pull up, it'll be great. So yeah, we're gonna try and put something together for the main card of the UFC card tomorrow. So yeah, come join us either way. I'm gonna have a couple people pull up as well to make the show. So yeah, salute to every single one of you. And yeah, up until the next video tomorrow. Hasta la vista. We're out. Salute. Love.
Hey guys, this is John Anik from the UFC. You're watching the Fight Week Show. Please subscribe. Not now, but right now. Subscribe to the Fight Week Show. We'll see you guys on the road soon.